Alright guys, so it's Friday, November 9th, take 3. So, and I have to laugh at myself because I'm a moron, as to why it's take 3. So just so you know, take 1 was because I didn't know what day it was. I did, but I wasn't sure, so I stumbled over myself. Take 2 was I didn't have enough memory in my storage, so as I was going through my video, it shut down in the middle of it. But so today's Friday the 9th of November, and in Pennsylvania, Central PA. It's wet, cold, dreary, not a very good day at all. But that's my perfect kind of day, because if you know anything from my journey, sitting right over there is my fireplace, and I can't wait to light that and just enjoy on that light tonight. So it's a good day in terms of that. Uh, Today, sorry I'm getting to you so late with a video, but I wanted to try to get a hold of you guys as soon as I could. But it's been a pretty busy day, so let's work backwards. I just returned. You can see I'm kind of not in the typical yellow shirt or shirt. I'm a little bit dress and tie, shirt and tie. I just returned from a very positive, great group of folks I met, and hopefully it leads into something. It was a job interview, just so you all know. As I said, I have the one offer on the table, but I really would prefer this one. And so I'm hopeful. I'll keep my fingers crossed. But I really felt comfortable with the folks, and that was important. And those of you that know, it's not trying to whine, but I walked back into a firestorm of phone calls, and I'll show you the pile of mail on the floor over there that I need to address. Anyway, so I'm hopeful for that, and I don't know. We'll find out. So stay tuned about that. But earlier today, it just fascinates me so far how, even though the walking has stopped, how the journey has continued. And it's also, again, I find humanity to be so interesting, quite frankly, and continually surprising in a mostly positive way. So this morning, I had stopped somewhere that I used to go to for a number of years. That's where we used to work as a diner, cafe, breakfast, lunch kind of place called Jimmy's Hot Dog King in Harrisburg. And the proprietors are Tony and Carmen. And, I don't know how many times I would go there, maybe once a week or something like that. But always very pleasant to me, always very cordial. And Tony's kind of quiet. Carmen, would do more of the talking and engaging. Terrific young lady. But you never know, and I think this is something we can learn from. This is kind of my message for today. I think that we never know what we mean to people, and I think sometimes people don't know what they mean to us, and that's shame on us for not maybe telling them. And what I mean by that is that I was a customer of Carmen and Tony. They work hard in their business, and they were always, again, polite, cordial, friendly to me, and that's how I saw it. I saw it that they were being polite to me as a customer, as they were to just with anybody, and they are friendly to everybody. So, but what I found along this journey is not only have I had my eyes open to people I'd never met before that I met on the journey, but the journey, the point in the thumb message is still continuing, as I hoped it would, even after the walking has stopped. In the last week, I've met a few people I'd never met before, the journey that had either heard of me through a Facebook or a news article or something like that. And there are others that I'm continuing to hopefully meet. Likewise, there are people, and I would kind of fit Carmen into this. I let Carmen know about my plans not long before I was leaving on the journey. And I let a lot of people know, and the reactions from them, varied from hey, cool, whatever, I don't really care, to, man, that's really inspiring. Well, Carmen was more of the latter. She seemed to really take to it. And then on the journey, I've always said, well, there may be 2,000 people following me, whatever it is. There's always this core group, and I don't know if I'd say it was 50 or 100 or 150, but this core group that was always supportive and positive and looking out for me. And again, a lot of these people I'd never met, or as in the case with Carmen, I think I had met but never really knew, you know, how maybe they felt about me or maybe how I felt about them, and conversely. But she showed through her engagement with me on the journey how proud of how proud of me personally she was and being part of it, and how she enjoyed taking it and taking the journey along with me and the perspective, and it was just different. So, um, you know, um, it was. Um, I just got distracted. I think I just got a text telling me I was going to get a job offer from the one I just talked to you about, which would be just amazing if that happened. I just flicked it away on my screen, so I need to go back and double check it, but I'm a little distracted now. I apologize. But let me get back to the journey and to Carmen, um, because we all like to be appreciated, we all like to be loved, we all like to be liked, quite frankly. Um, and sometimes you have people you like that are just great people, but you don't know you connect with them. On the journey, a lot of times I heard, Jim, you don't know what you've done or meant to my family or to how you've inspired me. And I felt just the opposite. But I guess I've humbled myself enough to be able to say, yeah, maybe I did touch some people out, a certain way and impact them. And I think that's part of, the message I want to share with you today with Carmen. Great person, have nothing but great things to say about her. But I wasn't very close with her. I won't say that we're super close now. And I'm sure she kind of felt the same way about me. But somehow through this journey, we've gotten a little closer. We've connected. We've shared some, not even her and I, but just by the way she's followed, has shown me that she cares. We have some commonalities. Um, so today I went up there to have breakfast before I went on a job interview, and when I walked in, she was at it's a storefront, glass window. She's waving. You could see how excited she was. How could you not feel great when somebody makes you feel that way? And I walked in, and she was very busy, and she was almost kind of, she's like, I got so many questions I want to ask you. I want to talk to you, but I can't. I'm so busy. You got to come back. And I said, well, give me a call. We'll talk. We can get together. Um, and then there's another young lady there. Gina's a waitress that was waiting on me, and I posted some pictures, and she was like, man, Jim, some of the pictures you took and shared with us were just amazing. But what I found funny about the point in the thumb message, where it's continuing, is it was a countertop. The restaurant's really a countertop. That's all it is. There's no booth seats or anything like that. And so she's up by the register, and I'm down towards the back, and Carmen's yelling a question to me, or I'm talking to her. And in doing so, of course, she had customers, and they were kind of curious, and she's kind of bragging on me. That's it. That's the guy that walked across the country. And well, what? Yeah, he walked across the country. Jim, how far'd you walk, and where'd you end up, and this kind of thing. But what happened is those people that had never heard about it or heard about me now were taking an interest. One woman said, why did you do it? What were you doing it for? And I kind of explained the backstory of my kids and how I kind of got lost and how to point the thumb at myself, and was able to hand out a card. And this is how the message is going to continue to spread. And as I said, if we tell two people and they tell two people and they tell two people, why couldn't this be an acronym, not an acronym, but excuse me, what I'm trying to say, but why couldn't this be a term that is used in everyday vernacular? Why couldn't this be in every elementary school, in every high school, in every sports team, in every church, in every business? Why couldn't just asking people to point the thumb first before they go to their boss and say, hey, this supervisor's got it out for me, and that kid over there, is trying to start trouble, and it's their fault that I'm late for work, and whatever it might be. And this is how it starts. And I left there, and I was so kind of inspired just because of there were 5 new people that I handed my card to today that never heard of Malcolm before. And it wasn't because of me. I wasn't out with a yellow shirt. I wasn't out touting myself. It was because you guys that believe in me and believe in the message were out helping spread it. And I said when I was finishing the journey, I hope this continues. I'm going to be relying upon you all out there. You guys are going to be the ones. I'll talk to anybody, anytime, any place about how I feel, what I experienced. and so forth. But it's going to be up to you guys to make that happen. But what I realized today, and what I realized with the journey, is that Carmen and I have a certain, and Tony in that regard as well, although he's less oral than we are. That didn't sound right at all. Anyway, it was a different kind of hello today. It was a different kind of greeting today. We have something we shared in common. Even though I did the walking, she was there with me. She was telling me, and I know she did this. She would watch the videos with Tony every night, and because she would post me, and she would text me, and was always so supportive. And having her in my corner, like so many of you, has meant everything to me, and will continue to mean everything to me, and spreading the message. And my message to you all out there is, I'm sure there are people in your life that you view away, and the person probably doesn't even realize it, that they mean that much to you. Let them know. Don't let another day or week or month go by having them think that they're just a customer, or that you don't value their time or their friendship or who they are as a person. It doesn't have to be gushy and over-professed, but so that was kind of the message for today. So the other thing I want to talk about is, again, I'm real proud of myself with the way the book is progressing along. It is more time consuming than I thought. The backtracking through Facebook, I did a chapter every day, but half the times I did it verbal after maybe the first or second week, and I got to go decipher that, because the verbal, if you ever use that, doesn't pick up exactly what you're trying to say. Just so you all know, I'm 9 chapters through the book already. Now, some are shorter than others, but I'm 9 chapters through the book, and that takes us from the day I heard the words that compelled me to the planning to week 1. So from here, I think I walked for about 15 weeks. So essentially, each week is going to be a chapter in the book, and they'll have varying degrees of detail based upon what I experienced out there. So it's going to be roughly a 24-chapter book. I'm trying to update you guys as I go. I'm through chapter 9 right now, and then I'm going to start the journey starting probably the next hour or so. So those that ask and are curious, that's where we're at with that. I was kicking a few things around in terms of not necessarily releasing it as a 2-part book, but maybe releasing online to you guys that follow, cutting the price in half and saying, hey, I can somehow e-publish this portion of it and send it to you, or something like that. I don't know. And this way, you guys could be reading while I'm writing, as opposed to waiting for the finished product. Although that probably doesn't make the most sense. It was just a thought I had. So, if you have any thoughts you want to share them with me, please feel free. You got my email. Most of you have my text, and that's where we're at. So, again, a great day. I'm hopeful that I'll find some employment after this morning's meetings, which of course will change things a little bit for me. A lot of pressure off my shoulders in one regard. The job that I'd like to go to, as opposed to the one that I'm kind of taking because I need to. I met some great people today, and there's a message there to be shared. The message of pointing the thumb can and will still continue to be spread, but it's upon all of us, not just me. You can't put it on all my shoulders, guys. Get out there and help spread the message. I'll do the heavy lifting. Tell these people to call me. Tell them to go to my website. Tell them to email me, text me. I'll speak to anybody. And then lastly was an update on the book. So again, I'm through chapters 9. I'm through chapter 9 of like 24. It'll be roughly 24, 25 chapters. I'm trying to keep the chapters not monumentally long, so I don't want to bore anybody. So as I've gotten now to start week 1, when I start typing here in about within the next hour, once I get changed, it'll be the day I left, the morning I left. Okay, so as in your mind, as you've lived the journey with me, if you have, realize that, hey, that first week, that's going to be chapter 1 or the next chapter, and so forth and so on. I love you guys. I'll keep you updated. Thank you for following me. Thank you for helping me continue to spread the word of pointing the thumb and for sharing the message. Special shout out to Carmen and Tony over at Jimmy's Hot Dogs in Harrisburg. Love you guys. I will be seeing you again for sure, and can't wait to see you again. Take care, guys. Have a great day.